Secret number 6. Growing surface. To moss, this can be anything from a waterlogged piece of wood to a clay-based earth or pine needle forest. If you harvest moss from nature, please harvest sustainably. Never take the whole clump of moss, as abundant as it may seem. Only take a small piece, so we can keep these amazing life forms in nature for countless future generations to enjoy as they wander nature's corridors. But let's say the moss you would like to propagate grows on a rotten log. It would be a good idea to take a small piece of moss with a small piece of wood that it's growing on. This gives it the best chance to acclimate to whichever condition you will be propagating it in. If the moss grows on a rock, when you bring it home, place it on a similar rock. Some rocks are porous, and not all rocks are the same on the inside or have the same structure. So maybe be mindful and see the texture or type of surface that this rock might have before you choose a rock to put your moss on. If the moss is growing on the forest floor, take some of the substrate or earth the moss is growing on. When collecting, make sure the moss is in a Ziploc bag to retain the moisture. The best place to harvest moss is actually in the city. Since moss is a spore-bearing plant, spore sacs activate! Its spores are in the air all around, and a lot of it can be found growing in between concrete slabs in the city. This moss is seen as undesirable when it's grown in the city, and thus will be removed probably by cleaning services or by the city itself. So the best place to start looking for moss is the city around you, or your own little town.